Hi everyone, here's what's been going on with my MMP. Since my last update, I have done a few things. First, I made a sample video for my students so I can model my expectations for their projects. Here is a sample of it. As you can see, it is posted on our class wiki page, and I embedded it so that the students could easily access it and see that it's up there for them. I'm also working on the layout of this website. I made this graphic up here in Adobe Illustrator. Still a work in progress, but I'm happier with that than I am with the original version of this site. Next, I started to make my instructional videos for iMovie for the students so they have tutorials handy while working on the projects. Here's a little sample of one video I made. Hey guys, it's Miss Ricciardi. Just giving you some basic instruction on how to use iMovie. This is the first in a series of little instructional videos. A file, so I'm just going to click cancel, but you should click create. Before you even get started, you want to make sure that you and your partner have chosen all the photos or pictures that you want to so you know which picture it belongs to, because you are going to need to put all of that information at the end of your video. So again, we're always creating our citations as we go. You don't want to have to go back, find all these pictures again, and do it at the end. As you this box up here is where you're going to be manipulating the drag and drop the pictures that you want to use in your video. Okay, so that's just a little bit of the video. While I'm going to be with them most of the time, the more I think about the tutorial videos, the happier I am that I'm making them. Since there's only one of me and around 20 students in each class, I'm hoping the videos will help the students to work more independently since I can't get to everyone at once. Again, this is embedded on the wiki, and I like the way it looks when it's embedded, and this page is also another work in progress. As you can see, I added this page specifically for the instructional videos. I'm working on using this navigation bar on the side. I'm pretty excited about it. I had seen other classmates using navigation bars on their sites, and I didn't even realize that I had the capability of using it. So the other day when I was playing around with the wiki, I saw that feature, and I'm working on getting all my pages up here. As you can see, I have my home page, a page for my English 12 class. This class where I'm working with is the English 9 class. Their homepage is what we saw before, and I'll have a link to the web quest eventually, and then a link to the instructional videos. And I think that it's making my site much more organized and easier to navigate. For the web quest assignment, I've done a few new things. I added a little bit more down here for the requirements of the assignment of the video, and I've also been working on the evaluation. When you click on evaluate, not evaluate web quest, excuse me, evaluation up here, the site takes you to a page where you can put some information about the evaluation, and they do give you the option to use a very standard rubric format. It's one single table, and that was not going to work for me since this project has two parts to it. So I've been working on the rubrics, but I'm making them as Word documents, and I'm going to upload them, which you can see, use the attached rubrics. It's just to remind myself that I need to attach them. This is the first rubric I started working on. It's the writing rubric for the letter the kids are going to create. I've taken it, a basic format from Rubistar, and made it my own. There's 3 major content categories. I'm definitely going to weigh the categories more than they are now. This is just where I'm at in thinking about it. It's a draft. If I scroll down a little bit, this is the WebQuest video rubric. I don't have much experience making rubrics for multimedia projects for my students. If I've had them make something multimedia in the past, I've tried to gloss over them and focus more on the literary aspects. Obviously, for this assignment, that's not my goal. I'm trying to make the multimedia aspects an important, significant, meaningful part of the project. So I started with a multimedia rubric I got from Rubistar just to give me some sort of starting point, and I've been manipulating it and adding in my own language to meet the needs of the assignment I'm creating. As far as piloting the project is going, it's a little slower than I had hoped. I'm a little behind in my curriculum with students due to new testing procedures, no delays, and everything else that seems to throw us off schedule. I've shown a little bit to my students to get their feedback. They've told me for the most part it looks good. They might be afraid of telling me it doesn't, but they said the project does seem more interesting than writing an essay, although, I can't say that they're thrilled at the thought of another new project, but I'm at least happy that they seemed more open to it since it's not another essay. I'm also in the process of sending home letters to parents to allow the students to use the wiki. My involvement with online communities has been helpful to me in the sense that it keeps me inspired and thinking about the significance of completing this multimedia project with my students. As far as feedback, I'm looking for feedback on my rubrics right now. I'll attach this rubric to the post so you can take a closer look if you'd like. I'd also like to continue to take feedback on my wiki. I know it could use at least a second set of eyes, so any more feedback you guys can give me would be very helpful. I decided to stick with this layout because it's consistent with the rest of my site, but I think adding the navigation bar is a help. So I'd love to know what you guys think about it, and thanks for listening.